What's up, guys? Back to the NBA 2K19. Not 19. 19? Yeah, 19. 16. MyCareer. This will probably be this is the last game of our rookie season. And off the storyline, if I shorten the quarters to 6 minutes so we can kind of just get it over with. And then I'll see if we can get into like free agency and stuff. But yeah, let's just do it. Last game gets the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
It's 11:40 at night. Fire music, dog.
On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons.
I'm sending goodnight streaks.
At power forward, Ersan Ilyasova.
Imagine booing us.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports.
We get to go up against
This is
LeBron
Kevin
James.
and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Detroit Pistons have traveled south across Lake Erie to battle their Central Division foes, the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are 4 games out of the final playoff spot, so they'll need some good breaks down the final stretch to make it happen.
And a frustrating
Oh, hey, he's
matchup.
open.
I mean, they've lost 3
He
straight
missed.
to this group. They'll have to summon maximum energy and passion if they're going to salvage a win on the season series.
Gut check time, or as you like to say, go time, partner. You can either hang your head and say they've got our number, or you can battle and fight till the bitter end. We'll see how they respond.
Now a chance,
Fuck.
courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled
man,
up
that
and
was a
ready to
bad
go.
shot.
The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Andre Drummond is out
Shumpert.
there with Ilyasova. And it's Barnes in at the small forward.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo, but he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set.
Wow.
And you can see that evolution right before your eyes. Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game because
that's a
it
little
just settles you down a little bit.
Now here's Jennings. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
There's the bucket. Good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The Pistons have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Ilyasova, a screen on Irving. Jennings dishes to Ilyasova. He used that pick to perfection.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron against Barnes. James, the pass to Mozgov. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Now here's Jennings. They set the pick. Pass to Ilyasova.
Why is Drummond
Off the
standing on
screen.
the one line?
And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Ilyasova's got his second bucket.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it. Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Jennings against Irving. Jennings drives in.
What the
14
pass?
feet away. Ilyasova can't hit.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Barnes, screen on Irving. Irving against Jennings. He feeds it to Barnes. To the middle.
I got lucky with that,
And
and
it's
he
Drummond
missed.
missing.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with David Blatt.
A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Jackson after LeBron James's miss. Here's Barnes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Top of the key, Ilyasova. 5 to shoot. Drummond, and he's able to get it back. Tries again, and he gets it
Wow,
back.
Mozgov
And
just
they'll
blocked
turn
him
it over.
twice.
Could not get off a shot before second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Shumpert. And then for Detroit, Marcus Morris is checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Jody Meeks in for Reggie Jackson.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Barnes kicks to Morris. Meeks dishes to Barnes. Morris with a screen on LeBron. Up top, Morris.
That's a confident pull.
Here's Drummond. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the... And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Atlanta Hawks.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Freak, and it's Baines in at the 5. And here's Jackson after LeBron James hitting the free. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job.
Against Victor
of
Van Lee is the
fighting
reason
over
why
those
they're not giving me the ball when
And
I'm wide
Greg,
open.
especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Nobody near Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it. And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Well, you say that, but now Reggie Jackson is like
Maybe he's
the
not one of
definition of
elite
like the most
sharpshooters,
average
but
point
even
guard
still, that's
in the
not a
NBA.
shot that D can afford to give him.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And some of these distributors have been very happy.
literally is so
this
average.
season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Kyrie Irving third.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
And here's Irving. Following Marcus Morris's
Oh,
three.
wow.
Irving passes to Love. The kick out to LeBron.
Well, what a
That's
pass.
in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for LeBron.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Jackson. The dish to Ilyasova.
That's a wide open shot.
Another 3 for Detroit.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Outside jumper. the pass to Love. And it's out of
Ooh, what a
bounds. The
block.
Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson.
He got blocked and oh wait, that was left back.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from James. Ilyasova, screen on Irving. Over in the corner, Barnes. Misses the three. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat made some terrific plays. He finished with 13 points and added 7 rebounds to go with his scoring. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Kevin Love.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
LeBron, good.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Detroit's gone
I bet this
3 of
is
6
boring for you
tonight
guys.
when they've let it fly from
Me
downtown.
just sucking. I'm wide open, dude.
Jackson kicks to Barnes. And that time,
That's a C
also
minus.
missed shot.
I know I was
The
late.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And Shumpert kicks to James. And again, it's Cleveland.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Baines inside. Mozgov on him. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Shumpert. And fouled hard that time.
This
He'll
is
get
so
the line to
boring. I'm about to put the difficulty
shoot. And a
down.
closer look here at the hustle stance for the Cavaliers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we're through the first half of basketball here. And
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just need
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half.
Oh, my
Defenders are going to
goodness.
need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cleveland leading by 6.
Mozgov guy was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Drummond dishes to Barnes. Mozgov.
Wait, he
with the
blocked that?
Now Cleveland moving it
This
out.
is not my game.
Shumpert with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Shumpert passes to James. And stolen by Barnes. Ahead. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Mozgov and Bland with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Bland?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Love with the screen on Barnes. Dishes it to Mozgov. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Move it.
Jackson against Shumpert. Jennings wide open. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 4. To the right side. Love wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Barnes. Jennings dishes to Barnes. Off target on the 15-footer. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Put me on the bench, please.
Aaron Baines comes in for Drummond. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brandon Jennings. Irving kicks to Love. James outside. Here's Shumpert. Offline with his 3. Pistons trail by 4. Feeds it to Barnes. To the inside. Ilyasova passes to Barnes.
That's like a bail.
Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That's good.
Yeah, I agree with free throw.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Detroit with a change here, too. Morris is checked in. Here's Irving. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Pass to LeBron. And stolen by Barnes. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. That ties the game.
Hey.
6 points for Freak.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Oh, wow.
I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money. That's no doubt.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter
How many see
of
that?
his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And Ilyasova kicks to Barnes. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Caldwell-Pope's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Good shot,
The
man.
rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Mozgov's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Morris. And unable there to get the
Foul?
go-ahead bucket.
Question mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start this season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Pistons trail by 8, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Barnes in at small forward. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. The feed to Barnes. Inside. Morris dishes to Jennings. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Here's Irving. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Meeks passes to Barnes. Takes it from 10.
Bucket.
And he overshot that one, missing.
2 for 10, right?
Cleveland
Yeah.
leading by 8. Shoots from the elbow. And Irving with the basket on the assist by
Can I ask out?
Shumpert. Shumpert's got his 6th assist on the night.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly,
That
but
dot
very
pass.
efficiently.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Irving drives in. Here's Mozgov. Barnes grabs the miss.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Kicks to Morris. Back to Barnes. Shumpert with the steal. And here we go. Shumpert.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just
I don't know
8
why, but I
points
just
on the
randomly
bucket
thought of
from
Steph
Morris.
Curry
Just
missing
a
a
little
wide
under
window.
2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Irving kicks to Shumpert. He dishes it to James. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got the lead back up to 10 now for Cleveland.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there, and he never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. You know, he
I've
just
seen
hasn't looked
Drummond
right to me. I mean,
take
there's
so many
out of
weird jump
sorts,
shots
if
this
you will.
year.
Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Open shot. Love. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 12.
That's a wall.
LeBron's shot is off. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Barnes. And here's Jennings outside. That one goes.
Hey.
Jennings has got 5 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
The dish to Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting
Nope,
to
I
take a
still have
lot
to
more
play.
three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
And the Pistons making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. Pistons trail by 12. Now here's Jennings. He kicks it to Barnes. It's tipped. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Irving. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jennings. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Barnes with it. He's picked up by James. Drummond sets the screen for Barnes. To the inside. The kick out to Ilyasova.
That's what I wanted to pass
A
to.
three-pointer is
Dang
right
it.
on target.
I would have gotten the
Yeah,
assist.
such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it
I
can
keep
really
forgetting you
open
can do
things
skip
up
passes.
inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And a wide open look for James. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
I have to play the rest of this game out,
He's done
huh?
about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Why is Drummond
Jennings
standing in the
against
corner?
Irving. And Ilyasova kicks to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, what a move.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost.
Dude, we already lost
here in the second, despite
tired.
being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive,
Or it might be
Greg.
because
You
I'm
know
cold.
that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Cleveland.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort.
Can I send him out now? I shot 2 of 10. That's funny. Anyway, this should be the final cutscenes and stuff. If I'm correct. Which is why I think I'm just gonna save this clip and then do the cutscenes for the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll see you on the next episode.